um, going forward, but it's going to be men centric, meaning that women with your PhDs
I'm a PhD.
and all your college education and everything else, the problem is you're out there giving, taking, working for other people. What do I say the professions, women's professions that high value men tend to avoid? Law, medicine, healthcare, um, accounting, not accounting, psychiatry, anything dealing with the head, like it or not, healthcare, military, police, officer, also women who are actors, actresses, hairstylists, nail technicians, creatives, waitresses. These are the professions that high value men tend to avoid women who do these jobs. Why? I'm going to share a little the secret with you, ladies. High value men tend to avoid women in these professions for one simple reason: there's nothing of you left. There is nothing of you left. If you are a PhD,
I'm a PhD.
or you got your master's or whatever, you get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go out to work, and you are a thorough professional. You pride yourself on being who you are. And as the professional that you should be, and the person that went to school and invested all that money in your bachelor's, your master's, and your PhD, you want to go do a good job. But here's the problem: you go to work in an environment of other women wanting to do the same thing. Women, by their very nature, are catty. So those women aren't your colleagues, they're your competition. And especially if you are an attractive woman, you got to also deal with possibly dealing with pretty privilege. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah, I'm going there. I'm going there because the very women who are out here struggling to make it from one spot to the other, you're doing it because you've been told you got to take care of yourself. I'm independent, got to be strong, independent. I don't need no man. So that's what you
You
do.
know what? I am a strong, independent woman.
You go get your job, you go to work, and you work and actually you're scheduled for 40 hours, but you actually put in 60 to 70 because you got to worry about the other backstabbing women that you work with trying to double you. Now, here's the funny thing: the people who are up the stream from you tend to be men. And it works either way, whether your frontline supervisor or manager is a man, or whether your second lineup is a man. As a woman, a professional woman, you go to work and you're collecting a paycheck from from an organization. That organization is providing you your money, which is your safety, your stability, everything else. So you oftentimes are more loyal to that situation than you are to your very men. The ones of you who do have relationships, you tend to wreck them because there's nothing of you left. And the ones that don't have relationships tend to take long breaks of time because you got to get work done. You got to get to work. I don't have time for a relationship. I'm too busy. I'm too this. I'm too that. The next thing you know, what happens? You look up and you in the
Danger zone!
and it's like, oh snap! You look up in this career you were supposedly have, you realize it was a lie. It was a job. You got sold a bill of goods. When you came into college campuses, they made this shit sound sexy. It's a damn job. You are $100,000 in student loan debt. You got a dog. You're getting overweight. You're stressed out. The women you dealing with stress you out. You can't move up. You can't move around. And the only solace you have is to talk to other people about your life. And here's the problem: when you decide to start dating a man, he only sees a part of you when he can't get to see you. And when he sees you is what's left. What's left of you is a husk, a shell where a woman used to be, because you're drained. It's a vampiric experience working in corporate America, but that's what we're supposed to be. See, pressure's made for shoulders, not for hips. And I often hear women talk about, well, we need two incomes to us and so forth. We need two incomes because women were convinced to go into the workforce, so labor is half. If the women in this country were to go on strike and we were to lock our borders down, you'd start to see you could live off of one income a hell of a lot easier, because incomes would go up because the labor supply would go down. It's simple economics. But I don't have time to get into that one. Ladies, you cannot tell me that the average one of you are happy going to work every day. and thinking for the next 30 years, this is your life. But you've got yourself between a rock and a hard place. You don't have a husband and you got bills to pay. Modern women need a new job. This is why so many women want these high value men, because high value men can do something that did not used to be required. High value men can and do employ their women. That's right, I said it. High value men can and do employ your women. You want to know if you got a man that's serious about you? Is he looking to hire you? Is he looking to put you to work for him? That's how you know a man is serious about you. Yeah, he may want to hit it from the back and see what that mouth do, but is he looking to bring you into his organization at a critical point? That's what high value men do across the board. Every high value man that I know has put his woman to work. Why? Because Because it's good for us. It's good for us. It's good for us because, one, we don't want to see you going out there working for another man. You working for Brad, and you got to listen to Brad. Brad got this, Brad got that. Brad calling you, texting you, talking about what's going on. That's another man in our house. That shit don't work. Brad got you stressed out. Yvonne got you stressed out. Well, let's call him Brad and call him Yvonne. Yvonne at work has you stressed out because she's your manager. Brad is her manager. Brad likes you. Yvonne is jealous of you. And you got all this stuff going on at work. And who do you think you're going to come home to? Your Blake Henry. And you think you're going to tell your Blake Henry all this stuff? Here's what goes on with us as men. When we hear our women, our lady friends talk about work environment stress, it stresses us out. It raises our stress levels. This has been documented because men we can't do anything about it. Our men's bodies perceive their women under stress at work as a threat, and it's a threat that we can't do anything about. If it were a man or an animal, we'd go fight it or kill it. But your boss, we can't do nothing about, especially as a paycheck is tied to it. You don't like being there, he don't like you being there, but we need the money. Well, do you?
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to the Kevin Samuels channel.